separate answers. The first one is some kind of the ideal answer, but I believe that it is still true. You have to keep the people hope, and for the second thing, that to answer more practically, for the next election, I believe that we have to get the 20 million votes at minimum to win the majority seats in the parliament. And to achieve that, we can do many things during these next 3 years. For example, the article by article constitution amendment to limit the power of the constitutional court to not overrule the government that elected by the people. That is the very practical thing that we can do as an opposition party during these 3 years. And the other things I mentioned earlier is about to working hard, reach out to the people, and bring the policy into the reality. Because we have to fix, like the old political system, the money politics. We have to prove the people that the way we are going to do, offer the people only the policy that improves their quality of life. It can be real in Thailand. So that is the thing that we can do, and we will do our best.
Yes, I want to add a little bit more about this. I think every time that the system tries to beat us, they have to use up their own political capital. And every time they have, those funny rulings and verdicts, they have to use their own political capital that they have collected and they have gained for, several years. And I think they kind of have ran out of their political capital right now. And I think we just need more time. And at the end, if we keep fighting this fight and people won't leave us behind and, back us more and more, I think someday we'll win. Maybe in my generation or maybe the next one. But if we keep fighting, we'll win, I think. Thank you.
Sean Crispin, Asia Times. Imitation, I guess, is the highest form of flattery. Some look over at Pheu Thai now and see a very young leader in the chair leading the country. The notion that perhaps they've attempted to co-opt some of your symbolism and imagery. I wonder if you might speak to this notion that now that you've been dissolved once, twice, and now in your third iteration, some critics saying the C team as opposed to the old A team. Is there a risk that Pheu Thai steals your agenda, steals your imagery, steals this notion that they're the new generation party? Well, we must remember that when Thaksin was first elected, they were think new, act new. What makes you so different from Pheu Thai now? And to Kun Natapong, if, say, tomorrow elections were held, why are you a better leader for Thailand than Kun Ing?
I'll answer the first part, and it's a particular question for Kun Natapong. He will answer himself. I think we don't mind if Pheu Thai party steal our agenda. I mean, that's good for the country, right? We have successfully made to follow our agenda. For example, marriage equality. Back 5 years ago, I was the first one who said that we were going to propose the bill for the marriage equality. At that time, no other parties said so. I'm the only one. But then, in this election, every single parties in the country has, proposed or endorsed this bill. So we don't mind if they steal our agenda. Of course, if they want to reposition their own party to become like the new generation, that's even better for the country, right? We desire for the newer generation of leader. We're getting bored or fed up with those old generation who rules the country for so long of a time. So what would make us different? Because we are the agenda setter. We are the first who bold enough to say something even though it's controversial, even though it's, we will lose some of our popularity. But we have this bravery to propose that. And we're not afraid if someone wants to copy it or are doing it, if they do better than us, do so. We don't mind. And what would make us different? It's because our party is, very open. They might have very young generation, but look at their last name, it's going to be familiar, right? Because they're daughters or sons or cousins or nephews, nieces of someone you might know. But for us, we are commoners. We are common people, like the rest of the people of the countries. We have these similarities that they don't. So I think this will make a difference, and we will differentiate ourselves and win the election again in 3 years.
And for the question about if the election day is happening tomorrow, what is for me to be the better option to the people comparing to the Kun Paetongtarn? I will answer your question like this. I have to ask you that what is the reason why that make me here or make Kun Paetongtarn in the Prime Minister position today? I believe that everyone will answer this question. It is because the corrupted or the distorted system. It is the best for the people in the normal or the full democratic country that people have many options, many candidates, competitive candidates to let the people choose. But today, you can see what happened in Thailand. I believe that it is not good to the people because of our current system. So I think that it will be good for all Thai people if can fix the corrupted system, the current system before the next election. And for me, personally, as I told you earlier in the beginning of this forum, I will try my best. I believe that I myself can improve more within the next 3 years. But honestly, as a party leader, that I think I obliged to tell truth to you, to all people. If the election day is happening tomorrow, I am now here. Might not deserve. I'm not good enough to Thai people. But me in the future, if you look at me in the past 5 years, when I was a district MP of Bang Khae. At that time, I just want to help the Future Forward Party to gain the party list votes because the one ballot electoral system. I didn't dream that I can become an MP or the party leader right now. But look at me as just a normal people before I was MP, and I traveled along with Kun Siri Kanya with all my colleagues in my party. I'm here as a party leader, so I believe in myself, believe in my colleagues that I can improve more. So to answer your question, to summarize again, I think the most important thing we have to do is to fix the corrupted system in Thailand.
ดูคลิปจบแล้วอย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามกดกระดิ่งให้ด้วยนะครับ